Hi, I have got to the point where I'm ready to do another flip through of a finished bullet journal. This one is my Archer and Olive journal that I had from March through to September, so 7 months in 2024. I hope you enjoy this little flip through. I'll talk about a couple of things along the way and then just flip through the rest. This is the Road Tripper version. As you can see, it's gotten a little bit dirty because it had the light cover. It has held together really well. There's not much, it's separated a little bit inside there, but generally it's in pretty good nick. Anyway, it had no risk of falling apart. I started off with a tropical theme that was inspired by these stickers. I always have a future log. Tend to always have it this way, sometimes not, but most of the time I have it as a vertical. I had a themes tracker. You'll note that I'm missing April, and that's just because I never got around to doing that, and I, to be honest, couldn't be bothered getting all the stuff out again to add that little picture there. My When Did I Last? I am still using that at the moment, even though I'm in a different journal for the last 3 months of the year, just because I can't be bothered writing that list out again and there's still plenty of room. I had a reading log in here and actually filled it up reasonably early, and so there's some more reading logs later on. And it's quite brief, it's just a little, the name of the book and just a very short little comment and some stars. Here's my monthly memories tracker. Just a photo for each month, although it doesn't have July, and I do still need to chuck in a photo for September. I think that's the only thing left in this journal I haven't done. Then I had a theme based on a princess tea party, and I just had a couple of quotes, used washi tape, and I used a set of stickers that had that kind of princess tea party theme. So lots of bright colours, pinks, more washi tape, decoration of a dress here. I did stick to fairly standard trackers. I don't often do a monthly like this, and I did like that. I haven't done an activity tracker like this before, and it was quite good. It's potentially something I will revisit. I have started to look, I do a mix of mood trackers where I just track my mood and write a comment that explains the mood. Sometimes I will have a coded thing in columns. It varies, but I don't ever these days do a mood tracker that just colours in something to a colour, because I think it's actually more beneficial to know this stuff. Like, why did I have a good mood or a bad mood? It looks like in March I was pretty steady. Tasks, that looks like an overall tracker for the month. So this would be week 1, 2, 3. Looks like I didn't do anything in week 4. I don't know what happened. I was looking after Mum, so I had some tasks that I had to remind Mum about, job applications, and then my daily entries. I love these date headers, they look really nice. Beautiful sticker set, really is nice. And then, unusually for me, there's a blank page there. I don't know what I plan to do on that page, but then I've got my April spreads. I loved this theme. It is gorgeous. It's rats and drain pipes, and I use stencils and distress inks and stamps, and then I drew my own rats and painted them with watercolors. And the whole theme is just gorgeous. I love it. I love my little sewer rats. You can see here I've switched from monthlies and dailies in that month to having weeklies, but you'll see in my big rat, I did still have dailies in this month with my weeklies. More job applications and my trackers. Unusually, like I just said, I never do trackers anymore for my mood that shows just a colour for each mood, but turns out I did. And I made a mistake on this one. I was originally going to colour in the sections of pipe with colours, but I got so excited doing all my stenciling, I just filled it in and then went, so I ended up doing a pattern on the pipe sections. You can see I wasn't drinking very much. I really do use my trackers. I was sleeping too late, often not until 1 or 2 a.m, and I wasn't drinking enough. Later in the year, I had a doctor say to me that I really needed to drink more because I had some tests come back that weren't good. I don't do a tracker like this very often, but that's a bit of fun. And I started doing gratitude in this journal. So not in the past, I'd been doing gratitude in my, let's find here, I've been doing gratitude in my mental health journal, and I wasn't sticking to it too well. It was okay, but I decided that I would be better if I had it in my actual daily bullet journal, because then I would be more likely to do it. Here's my daily entries. I use a different fountain pen ink each month, and so I pick a colour that matches my theme and tend to pick a pen that matches the journal, because obviously this journal can cope with my nice big lush fountain pens like my Lamy and my Pelican, whereas my journal I'm currently in can really only cope with the fine nibs. This was not really a sticker set, it's a set that you kind of use water to stick on. It didn't work very well, but anyway, I worked it out in the end, and I love how this theme looked. I was really pleased with finding a way to do layouts that included the stickers but enhanced the set I had by adding some paper cutouts as well. And the clouds just made the stickers go a lot further and filled in some of the white space on the page. Like here, for instance, like this came with the set, but adding the trees and the bushes just really fills in the page nicely. And then bright colours outlining my boxes. So you can see I've really added to my sticker set each page, and it took forever to do these numbers and then cut them out and put them on backing paper and then stick. Sometimes I make life really hard for myself. Steps, not that good. Like I was pretty consistently doing 4,000 steps all year. I've recently really tried to pick that up a bit. Again, look at my drinking. Only 3 cups of water a day, which is really not enough. My mood tracker, and this is what I meant with the mood tracker, by tracking my mood and then using a coded column to describe why I felt that way. It's not very specific, but at least it gives you more information than just what I did the previous month, which was just indicating your mood. I moved house. So in this month, May, I moved into my mother's house to look after her because she's nearly 80. and just needed someone around, and so I've moved in with her, so I had to pack up my house, and that's always a huge job. So packing list, and I didn't have enough room, so I added a little tip in there using some paper from an Archer and Olive notepad. So it goes perfectly with my Archer and Olive journal. Then my dailies, more sticker layouts. And then a few jobs to do. I voted in this was just a fun little one-pager. My vote's in a favourite music thing. I adore, like, there's so many themes I loved in this journal. This theme was gorgeous. One of my absolute all-time favourites. Using ladybugs and leaves and washi tape and paint. It's just gorgeous. It really is one of my all-time favourites. It's just so beautiful. Every page is lovely. Sleep tracker. Got a bit earlier that month, and that is because I was camping. I always sleep well when I'm camping. Well, I wake up during the night, but I always go to bed nice and early, and then I get up really early, which is unusual. Cute little dog walking tracker. Just every day that I walk the dog, I coloured in a patch, so I missed 2 days that month. This is cute as well. I really like this layout for my steps tracker. I think my water drinking got even worse, except for when I was bushwalking, hiking. Obviously you drink a bit more when you're hiking. My mood was good when I was hiking. Gratitude. I never filled this in. This one was just going to be, like, because I moved into Mum's house and kind of had to put my stuff in places I wouldn't normally think to put them. I was going to use this page to kind of note down where I'd put things so that I could find them later. Didn't do it, but as it turns out, it's been okay. I've been able to find things. These are yeah, they still smell. These are a scratch and sniff sticker. They still smell. They were really ultra sweet. Used up a couple of old sticker sets for ladybugs, which was cool. And when I go hiking, I don't carry a journal because it's too heavy. I just take a little notepad and keep notes on that. So these are the notes I took during my walk, and I just make a pocket and stick it in. I did the same thing in my previous journal when I went overseas, and I just cut that up and stuck it into pockets in my journal. Here's another reading log, so filled up this one as well. So the first one was back here at the beginning. I never ever expected to be reading this much, but this year I really got into it. So another reading log and another reading log here. And I have actually now started a reading journal, which I will share soon. I'll share my setup. I'm still setting a few pages up. So basically I decided that if I had 3 reading logs in one journal, clearly I could get a reading journal going. So that's what I've done. July, I had a theme using watercolors, including metallic watercolors. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see that, the glitter from the gold paint. And it was just an abstract kind of splashing paint around, and I added to it with some gold foil and gold washi tape. Really simple lettering. And I was actually surprised how much I liked this in the end, because sometimes when I do these abstract type things, I don't like it very much, but I ended up loving this. The other thing it was good for was showing me that this Archer and Olive notebook, in the past, previous versions of Archer and Olive notebooks haven't coped that well with watercolour. You used to get a bit of pilling on the front of the paper. It used to get a bit rough, and you'd get bleed through, and it has coped. This was a lot of water because I kind of really splashed it around, and it's coped so well. Look, there's barely any crinkle. That's amazing. So, good journals for watercolour. Again, still getting to bed too late. Steps getting a little bit better, but still probably averaging 4,000 to 5,000. Liquids getting worse. Like, look at that. Barely managing 3 glasses a day. And I think this is about when my doctor identified that I wasn't drinking enough. We'll see. Mood tracker we've seen. I love this little bit of flicking with the paint. That's always a bit fun. Gratitude. I was doing choir. So they're the songs, and then my dailies. So you'll see I stuck with the weeklies and dailies for the rest of the journal. After the first month only had the monthly. And then with my dailies, I often do 5 or 6 per page. This month I did 6 per page, 6 days per page. And this month, July, had 31 days, so I had to do a tip-in for the final day so that there was room because I didn't want to go to a new page. And then I realised that with the tip-in, I had both sides, so I ended up doing just a quick little review. A long time ago, I was following My Dear Sputnik on Instagram. I don't know if they're still around. And she had this triangle review thing, and I loved it. It's a really nice little way. You kind of allow space matching what the main things were that happened that month. Yeah. Then this was a weird theme, but it looked pretty cool it was fun in the end, but it was a really weird theme. Basically, I had all these sticker sets with tiny stickers, like little planner stickers, and I wasn't using them, and they were really cute, and I couldn't think how to use them because there were only enough. This was an entire set, so it's only enough to do a double page spread, not a whole month. What I ended up doing was, and if you followed this, there's really cute videos on my YouTube, and it was secret doors. And I ended up loving it. It was kind of fun. It was a fun theme that I could show videos for. And there's someone looking through each door. And really gorgeous little sticker sets, and I got to use them. Where is this door? There it is. Really different sticker sets, but it works because it's kind of a door into another world. I also just wanted to show what I did also realize in August was that I wanted to get 2 more months in this journal, but I had less space than I normally needed, so I ended up doing a weekly per page. And what I've actually realized is that that's all I need, and I had less space for weeklies in September, and now in October I've gone back to my double page spread for a week and realised I really don't need it, so I may go back to doing a weekly per page because it actually works really well. A bit less wasted space. These journals are expensive. I do like to use them up. Don't want to waste them. So there's a little door here. Getting gold on me from the paint. Another door there. That door looks into that. Another door here. And again, saving space, I fit 3 trackers onto one page instead of the normal 2. And then my dailies. I didn't scrimp on my dailies. I was still able to do all of them. This sticker set is beautiful. Yeah, so I love the fact that I was able to do a theme that really brought together such completely different sticker sets. Loved it. Last one's here. And that was a tent door. They're actually reasonably well hidden. And again, 31 days in the month, so I did a little tip in for that last day. Then September, again, I'm just going to prop this up so it's a bit flatter. Again in September, I had less space, wanted to fit in a bit more, and I decided to do a proper Dutch door. So I talk about Dutch doors a lot, and I use them a lot, but I've never actually done a proper Dutch door. So a Dutch door is based on the split wooden door that they have in old houses, and you could open the top half and it would let the air in, but you could still keep the bottom closed. And so the idea is that a Dutch door is actually meant to be a split door like that. And often we do Dutch doors around this way and make it short that way. And anyway, so I've never actually done it this way. There's no loss of page and you actually use more. So I've got my title, all my trackers, and so all my trackers are at the top. And then also, look, see, doctor's orders, and suddenly drinking a whole lot more. I'm really proud of how I'm going. And I had my weeklies. So I had all my trackers at top and then my weeklies. And what I loved about this layout, I actually don't need the whole double page spread for my weeklies. And I also loved the fact that as I worked through my dailies at the bottom, when I was filling out for the 11th, I could flick through, okay, my weeklies, noting down things. I could do my trackers, still be on that page. I actually quite liked the system. So all my the bottom is purely just all my dailies. And then the top is all the other stuff. And it really worked well. I actually really liked it. I may do it again, we'll see. And the way I did it was put the decoration at the top of my dailies at the bottom. So there you go. And finally, I got to 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, The Useful Journal. So I was really happy about that. And that's the end. I haven't done a review. I think I'm going to have a lot more space in my current journal for a review, so I'll just do a big one at the end of the year. I'm only putting 3 months in my next journal, so yeah, there'll be plenty of room. I note down what fountain pen and what ink I used in each month. There's my pen test. And the reason these are not marked is so that I can see, because I still refer back to old journals when I'm doing comparison videos, for instance, and so I want to be able to see the pen test results. So that's why I never write on the pages on the back of my pen tests. And that is the end of that. There is nothing in the pocket, nothing broke, everything stayed in one piece. Very happy with the journal. Oh, and finally, the one other thing that I did was, just by accident, the first month I coloured the edges of the pages and I went, oh, that'd be cool if I did that every month. And so now you can see exactly where each month starts and finishes. So it was a really easy way of doing a kind of a bookmark. And it doesn't necessarily mean that every month had coloured edges. Like you can see this one, there's no colour around the edges like there is on this one or on this one. Like I deliberately went and coloured the edges on those ones. All I did on that one was just make sure that the edge was coloured. It didn't affect the page. So it was actually a really good little bookmark. Again, well, it slipped a bit there, but generally I wasn't marking the page. Yep, didn't go over the page on those ones, except on the dailies. I went on the edge there. Yeah, so it was a really nice way of marking the months. So that is my flip through. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I've always got lots of interesting things happening, reviews of journals and sharing my journaling ideas. So please come along and check out more of my videos. See ya.